Hello, good morning. How are you? I think all of you are fine. Okay. In the last class, we discussed about the definition of the statistics and two types of data, that is primary data, primary sources, and another is secondary sources, and the definition of the data, the collection of information. Okay. The structures of the information in well organized with a definite purpose is known as the statistics. Today, again, I'm in front of you with some more additional concepts of the statistics. So let's see what are the additions. So data, again we will say data. What data? How many types of data? Data generally two types. One is qualitative data and another is quantitative. Qualitative data means what? Qualitative means deals with the characteristics that cannot be measured. Suppose example we can take that the food is so tasty. So how much tasty it is? Can you measure it? No. That is the quality of the food. That is also one data. Okay, there is also one information. Collection of information is data. So this is qualitative data. So you cannot measure it. Another is quantitative, that deals with the things, objects, numbers, etc. Numerically we can deal with these things. That again this quantitative data that can be measured. Quantitative data is two types, that is discrete and continuous. Discrete is what? It is counted, cannot be broken. It is counted but cannot be broken. Suppose in a library some books are there. If I say give me half books, that cannot be possible. Count the half books, that is not possible. Okay, that information you will not get. Continuous is measured and it can be broken, and it is related to time, distance, height. This type of data are called, this type of information are called continuous data. Okay, let's presentation. How will present the data? How will we represent the data? Three methods are there to represent the data. First one is textual. Textual is in case of in the type of paragraph. Textual means in the type of paragraph. Suppose in a survey of 500 students, 100 is taking coffee, 200 is taking tea, and the remaining taking both coffee and tea. This is one information, and it is written in the paragraph. It is written in the paragraph. It is related with the text, combination of text and figures. This is the textual representation. Okay, tabular form. So the data we can represent in the table form. A suitable table with a suitable head and footnotes and content. Okay, or we can organize in the columns and rows. We can organize in a columns and rows. That is the tabular form. And graphical, the data can be represented by graphical. Graphical already got, and earlier classes what we got, that is we got a pictorial form. With the help of the pictures we can represent the data. Then pie chart, then line graph, bar graph, histograph, and another one is frequency polygon. Okay, out of these things, pictograph, line graph, and pie chart already we learned, and this is not the topic of our discussions for class 9. The discussion is bar graph, histograph, and frequency polygon. Textual, no need of to discuss these things. We will not discuss these things. We will discuss the tabular form and graphical representation of the data. Tabular form of the data and practical representation of the data. Now see, each and every investigators, when they are collecting the data from the primary source or secondary sources, as such the data are called what? Raw data. Whatever it is collected, in which it is collected. So the first things is the raw data. It is not organized. After that, collecting the raw data, the investigators try to analyze it and arrange it. In which way he is trying to analyze it and arrange it. It may be ungrouped or grouped. So ungrouped or grouped data. Okay. Suppose this is a marks of 10 students. 10 students. This is the raw data. Out of 10, that is we can take 5, 7, 3, 2, 5, 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, then again 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the marks of 10 students out of 10. A test is taken out of 10 and the marks is the collection of the information of 10 students. So 10 in a test of 10 marks. Okay, this is called raw data, and this raw data is ungrouped data. Why it is called ungrouped data? It is a small number of variables, each and every values which is not repeated. Here, what are the values are used? What are the things are used? What are the numbers are used? One is 0, one is 2, one is 3, one is 5, one is 6, 7, 8, and 9. Less number of things are used, so we can make it ungrouped. There is no need to group. And grouped data, when the huge number, more than 10 or 20 variables are there used, and information also large information. That time what we'll do, we'll make the subdivision. One subdivision, make group. When we are playing, we have made a huge number of participants are there. For that time what we'll do, we'll make group. This is this group, this is that group, this is that group, this is the age group of 0 to 5, this is the age group of 5 to 10. In this we are making group. So two types of data, again ungrouped data and grouped data. So this is the ungrouped data, and group we can make group data in this way: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Suppose 50, out of 50 marks in a class 60 students are there, and that data we have to arrange. We can make it group data. So 0 to 10, how many students are getting? 10 to 20, how many students are getting? 20 to 30, how many students are getting? 30 to 40, how many students are getting? 40 to 50, how many students are getting? That we can find out. And if this is 10 students, information of 10 students, it is a less number of information, so you can make it ungroup. And if it is 50 students and out of 50 marks, a huge numbers are coming. Okay, so that time we will make a group data. And this thing here, what is the highest here? Highest is 9. Highest is 9. And what is the lowest? Lowest is 0. From here we can say highest is 9 and lowest is 0. And difference between the highest and lowest value is called range. Range. What is range? Highest minus lowest value. That is called range. And frequency here. How many zeros are there here? How many zeros? 1. Then 2. How many 2's are there? 1. 2 also 1. 3. How many 3 are there? 1, 3. 5. How many? 1, 2. 2, 5. 6. How many? 2, 6. 7. How many are there? Only 1. 8 also 1. 9 also there. How many times are repeating the things? That is the frequency of that objects or things. Okay. These are the frequency. Frequency of 0 is 1, frequency of 2 is 1, frequency of 3 is 1, frequency of 5 is 2, because 5 is 2 times repetition. 6 is 2, 7 is 1, 8 is 1, 9 is 1. Okay, this is called frequency. And to count the frequency, we can use the tally marks. Tally marks, actually it is used for counting, and this is nothing but a vertical line. For one time it is one vertical line, 2 times 2 vertical line, 3 times 3 vertical line, 4 times 4 vertical lines. But in case of 5 times, what will I? So 5 times repetitions. Already 4 times is there. So 5 times repetitions. So 5 1. That vertical line should be close the previous 4 1 in this way. Or we can put in this 1, 2, 3, 4. This way also we can use. But in a same table, same symbol will use. One is this, one is that. Don't do that way. Okay. So same symbol you can use, or you can use this way. You can use this way. That is your choice. But just close the previous 4s. That is the tally marks. Class size. Now it is used for group data. Class size. Class size. How can you find out? How can you make the class size? It is depend upon the questions, or it is depend upon the informations. Here we are taking the class size 10. So what we have written 0 to 10, 10 to 20. This way. That is the difference is 10. Okay. Class interval. Each and every groups are called class interval. The first class interval, the second class interval, the third class interval, fourth class interval, fifth class interval. These all are used in group data. Now limits. What is the limits? n numbers of each class interval. Each class interval 0 to 10. What are the n numbers? 0 and 10. 10 to 20. What are the n numbers? 10 and 20. 20 to 30. What are the n numbers? 20 and 30. These are called limits. This is called lower limits. This is called lower limits. And this is called upper limits. Upper limits. Okay? Class marks. Class mark is nothing but what? Class mark is nothing but the average of lower limits and upper limits. Average of lower limits and upper limits. Or you can say class mark is equal to lower limit LL. You can use shortly LL and UL. Okay, LL plus UL upper limit by 2. Or simply you have to keep in mind that lower limit is the middle of the each class interval. That is the class mark of each class interval. Okay, so three things. These things we have to keep in mind. First one is range. Range is what? Range is nothing but the difference between the highest value and the lowest value of the information. Frequency. Frequency is the repetition of the informations of particular informations, so particular things in the data. Telemarks, it is nothing but a vertical line is counted for frequency. Class size, it is depend upon the informations. You can take a suitable class size, that is 5 class size, the 10 class size, according to the information you can take. Class interval, each and every class you can take the class interval. Limits, 2 endpoints are called the limits. The first one is called lower limits and second one is called the upper limit. First one is called lower limit and second one is called the upper limit. And class mark, how can you make a class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2, middle of the. Now see, one thing, be careful. Here if we write in this way in the group data, so in the group data, see if we say 0 to 10, 10 to 20, that is continuation is there. Okay. Now 10, the value 10, if one student is getting 10, he will be in which group? 0 to 10 means less than 10. 10 again start from here. Here 0 to 10 if we count 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. So it is not counted. 10 is not counted because our class size is 10. We are taking as 10. So 0 to 10, what do you think? Less than 10. So those who are getting 10, they will come to this group. Okay, be careful here. 10 to 20. So less than 20. Less than 20. Or we can make this way 0 to 9, 10 to 19. Then clearly it is the size is 10. But one again confusion may come. Sir, class size the upper limit minus lower limit. If we say 9 minus 0 is 10. 9 minus 0 is 9. It is not 10 class size, it is 9 class size. No, it is including 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so be careful here to make this. This concept is to keep in our mind. Next thing is that increasing order and decreasing order. So when we arrange the data, first is that if there is less number of informations, we can make it increasing data or decreasing data. That ungrouped data is making as first increasing or decreasing to understand it, and from there easily we can find out the range. Okay, earlier we were taking that 10 students and that marks is taken 0, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7, again 3. So increasing how do you like? 0, 2, 3, again 3, then 5, then 6, then 7. This is the increasing order. Okay, then same way you can make arrange it in decreasing order. And ungrouped frequency distribution table. Now two types of arrangement is there. Basically it is used for class 9. Ungrouped frequency distribution table. So to make ungrouped frequency distribution table, ungrouped frequency distribution table, three things we need. First one is the variable, second is the tally marks, and third one is the frequency. So you have to make the arrange first. You have to make a table. In that table, 3 columns should be there. One is variable, one is tally marks, one is frequency. Okay. So 3 columns. How many columns you have to make? 3 columns in the table, and the number of rows, it is depends upon the variables. How many variables are there? It is less number of variables, then we make it ungrouped. And grouped, for group data, same thing. For group data, this is for ungrouped data, and for group data, frequency distribution table. Just in case of variable, what will like class interval, then tally marks, then frequency. There is a change between these things. Only group data is variable. What are the variables are there? In case of group data, in case of ungrouped data, variable, and in case of group data, class interval. And the remaining two are same. Here also 3 columns. So one is what? Class interval. Then is tally marks. Then frequency. Okay. In this way, we have to make the we have to arrange the data. We have to make the frequency distribution table. Okay. I think you understand, and it will be more convenient, and it will be more clear if we discuss one problem. Next class we will discuss problem with the concept of these things. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay.